Down in front. White shirt. Down in front. Wait just 1 second if you can for us.
Yeah.
Give us 1 second.
Big group.
It's not a bad group.
How are you?
How are you?
You going back to New York? If you want to hop on, you can. Hop on the plane.
We've asked.
If you want to, you can. I told them, I said absolutely. I don't know what your timing is, but if you want to, you can. Is this some amazing group? I'd like to introduce first the mayor. He's going to say a few words and I'll say a few words. We were treated so nicely. We learned so much in such a quick period of time, but the mayor has done a fantastic job. Mr. Mayor.
Thank you so much, Mr. Trump. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Pete Saenz. I'm the mayor of Laredo, Texas. We're excited to have Mr. Donald Trump here in Laredo, Texas. It has provided us an opportunity to present to Mr. Trump and his entourage what Laredo is all about. You know, Laredo is the #1 land port in the nation. We do, Laredo per se does over 40% of the Mexican trade. Laredo is known for obviously transportation. You can see the big trucks behind us, and logistics. NAFTA has been very good to us. We're excited about that. We also have oil and gas production in our county, and it also provides a revenue to us. Mr. Trump has brought up certain issues. Yeah, the immigration issue in particular. At least I feel personally that immigration reform is required, it's needed. We need protection in the border area. We need to secure the border, but we also need other elements, obviously of the Immigration Act or bill. So with that in mind, it's a pleasure to have Mr. Trump. The excitement that he brings is also very on the plus side for our city, and we appreciate all the attention, but we know that the attention comes primarily through this gentleman here. Mr. Trump.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you very much. Well, thank you very much for being here. It's been an amazing experience. Mexico is booming, absolutely booming. And Jesus, the city manager, and Pete have done an amazing job right here. But a lot of what's happening here is because of the fact that Mexico is doing so well. It's just doing beyond what anybody ever thought. And I don't know if that's good for the United States, but it's good for Mexico. Anybody have any questions?
Can you think your relationship with Hispanics?
Yeah, I think I'll win the Hispanic vote. I have thousands of Mexicans and Hispanics, and I think when it comes right down, I don't know if you saw the poll, but they just did a big poll in Nevada, the state of Nevada, and I'm way ahead, and more importantly, as far as I'm concerned, I'm way ahead with the Hispanics, well into the 30s, which, and I think second is like 11. So I have a great relationship. Over the years, thousands and thousands of Hispanics have worked for me and now work for me, and the relationship is very good. Question?
Some people have been killed. 7 people this year. Some of the folks we spoke.
How many people killed?
7 people this year in Laredo. In Chattanooga, 5 people were killed in less than an hour by a Marine. By a American citizen coming from the Middle East.
Yeah.
So it means that killers come from all over the world.
Yeah, I agree with that. No, I agree with that. And they come through here, but they come from all over the world. I agree with that.
You keep talking about danger. You keep saying that there's a danger, but the crime along the border is down. What danger are you talking about?
Oh, there's great danger with the illegals, and we're just discussing that. But we have a tremendous danger on the border with the illegals coming in. Yes, ma'am.
Have you seen any evidence here to confirm your fears about Mexico sending its criminals across the border?
Yes, I have, and I've heard it, and I've heard it from a lot of different people. And in fact, as you know, the Border Patrol was the one that invited me. I think most of you have that invitation. We sent it. The Border Patrol invited me, and then they canceled because, frankly, they don't want to get involved. They know the problem. The reason they invited me was because of the tremendous problem and the tremendous crime and all of the things that you're talking about. So they invited me, and then at the last moment, I mean, we were virtually in the air, and they said, we can't get involved. And I heard they got those orders from Washington.
What evidence specifically have you seen?
We'll be showing you the evidence.
When?
How?
People I've spoken to this morning in the radio who called you a racist.
Well, we just landed, and there were a lot of people at the airport, and they were all waving American flags, and they were all in favor of Trump and what I'm doing. And I mean, virtually everyone that we saw, there was such a great warm, I was actually surprised but there was such great warmth at the airport with all of those people that were there.
What about the
So we're
people-
very, very honored. Yes, go ahead.
It's one thing to say things.
No, they're chanting for me.
No, there were plenty chanting against you.
I didn't see them.
What is the most surprising part of this trip, being here on the border for you?
Well, I think meeting the mayor and meeting Jesus, the city manager, I think these are tremendous people. They're doing a tremendous job. Come on, Jesus, say a word. This man, I'm going to steal him to run something for me. He's fantastic, the city manager.
Thank you,
Jesus.
Mr. Trump, and welcome everybody to the city of Laredo. You know, this is one of the greatest cities on the border, and we're a vibrant city. And as Mr. Trump mentioned, you know, the trade that we have here with Mexico, this is where the rubber meets the road, and all of you can see it right behind us. This is where all the trade comes through that Mexico and the United States have in common right here. And not only that, but this is where it goes to the rest of the world. And I tell you what, we wouldn't be where we are if it wouldn't be for the support that mayor and members of the city council that are also here with us, Mr. Councilmember Narvaez and Councilmember Perez. We are very fortunate to have the support that they provide us in order for this city to be such a great city and the #1 inland port in the country. Thank you very much.
Why is immigration an important issue with Mr. Trump that the way to make the border safe is to build this long wall?
Well, that's a federal issue, and we have our comments on that.
What is your
We don't think that's necessary at this time. I think there's other ways that we can work together with the federal government. I think right now we have a process that we work together with Border Patrol, CBP, and everybody to be able to get some of these things done. The relationship that the city of Laredo has with the federal government, with all the law enforcement agencies, is a tremendous one. Thank you.
So what do you want to
proposal, Mr. Trump?
No, not at all. There are different sections. This is one section, but there are different sections.
What would you actually do to change the illegal immigration?
Well, the one thing you have to do, and as Jesus was saying, and as the mayor was saying, there is a huge problem with the illegals coming through. And in this section, it's a problem. In some sections, it's a massive problem.
But what
and you
details
have to
would you
do,
do?
you have to create, you have to make the people that come in, they have to be legal. Very simple.
What would you do?
You have to let people do their job. The Border Patrols, which, by the way, I see the unions are very much involved with the Border Patrols, but you have to let them do their job. They want to do their job. That's why they invited me. They invited me. I didn't come here. The Border Patrols invited me because they've got such a problem. They want to be able to do their job. If they can't do their job, believe me, they're unhappy. They want to be able to do their job.
You're still in favor of a wall.
Oh yeah,
across the entire border.
in certain sections you have to have a wall, absolutely.
And
And
how would you get
by the way,
everybody to
the wall will save you a tremendous amount of money, but you absolutely, there are areas that you have to have the wall.
What do you
What do you have to say to the threats from El Chapo?
The who?
From El Chapo, the drug cartel leader?
I don't know anything about it.
Mr. Trump been hinting in the past couple of days a potential third-party run if the GOP does not treat you better. What would it take for them to do for you
Look,
inside that?
I'm a Republican, I'm a conservative, I'm running, I'm in first place by a lot, it seems, according to all the polls. I want to run as a Republican. I think I'll get the nomination. We'll see soon enough, but I think I'll get the nomination. The best way to win is for me to get the nomination and run probably against Hillary. Hillary is the worst, look, easily. She's the worst Secretary of State in the history of our country. She's going to be beaten, and I'm the one to beat her. And I will take jobs back. And the reason I won with the Hispanic vote, and I win all over with the Hispanic vote, because they know I'll take jobs back from China, I'll take jobs back from Japan, and every other country that's killing us. I'll bring the jobs back, and you know, the Hispanics are going to get those jobs, and they're going to love Trump, and they already do.
Are you ready to apologize to those Hispanics that have felt insulted by your words?
No, they weren't insulted, because the press misinterprets my words.
What would you do with the 11 million undocumented immigrants who are already here?
The first thing we have to do is
But
strengthen
past
our
that,
borders, and
past
after
that,
that, we're going to have plenty of time to
what
talk
should
about
you
it.
do with
Thank
that?
you very much. Thank you, everybody.
America,
Thank
11 million
you.
here?
Thank you.